everything right, it was you and me.
Hello everyone, my name's 𝓶𝓮𝓬𝓲𝓪 and welcome back to my channel, or two if you are new. And for today's video, we are in front of my shelves today because I am doing a book scavenger hunt. This book scavenger hunt is called the Do I Have That Romance Book tag, and it was created by my good friend Mary Grace, MG's Library, here on booktube. I'll have her original video and her channel linked down below for you guys, but you guys need to check her out because she's amazing, makes great videos, super creative content, and I love her, and you guys probably will too. So she made this tag and I've been dying to do it ever since she came out with the video, and so we are doing it today. I am a little bit nervous because I feel like I won't have all the books to complete this tag. I don't even remember the questions. It's going to be a little bit of a surprise for me, but we're gonna try today and do this tag. I'm super excited, and yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into this video. First question is, do you have an enemies to lovers book? And you guys already know I definitely do. I love enemies to lovers. It's my favorite trope, and I got some options for this one. So, I mean, come on. Of course, my OG favorite enemies to lovers is Vicious by L.J. Shen. I love this book. This will always be one of my favorite books ever. This book has become a comfort book for me, and it has an amazing enemies to lovers romance in here that just blows your socks off. So the next question is, do you have a mafia romance? For this one, I am not sure about. How do I phrase this? I don't typically love mafia romances. I get in moods, like maybe like 2 summers ago, I binged all of Cora Riley's mafia romances, and I don't remember picking up one ever since. So this one might be a little bit hard, but we're gonna look and see if I have some. This whole, by the way, I forgot to mention, this whole shelf, it goes lower, is all of my romance books. The other side is like everything but romances, but that's why I'm mostly gonna be pulling books from here. On the bottom, I have historical romances. These are my contemporary, traditionally published. We have random romances here, and then this is like my darker romance. So most likely, if I did, it'd be up here. And, oh, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Okay. Hear me out. Hear me out. Where's Mr. Christian Grey getting all of his money? Like, how is he a billionaire? That might be something to think about, because if you think about it really hard, I mean, okay, what does he even have? It says young entrepreneur. I don't even know what his job is. So, in my mind, you can't become this rich, like this rich. I mean, you can, but like he must be involved with some type of mafia. And I can't remember what he does for a living, so I'm gonna go with 50 Shades of Grey. I do not remember what he does or how he gets his money, and I know he runs like some type of charity. So I'm just gonna say this. Mr. Christian Grey, I'm on to you. I'm on to you. You are doing some shady things. The next one is, do you have a romance graphic novel? I do not. Unfortunately, I've only read like 2 graphic novels. None of them were romances. I read Deadly Class for my 24-hour readathon, which I loved. That was so good, but that doesn't really, there's a romance in it, but it's not specifically a romance graphic novel, and I don't own that book. And then also I read, what is it called? Paper Girls. I'm pretty sure that's not a romance either. So, unfortunately, I do not have a romance graphic novel. Next question is a romance series that you've read more than once, and I already know which one I am going to pick for this. The Silver Swan series by Amo Jones. I have read these books, I think, twice. I definitely want to do another reread before the next one comes out. But I love this. It's one of my favorite romance series ever. It's dark and super twisty and turny, and it's like Secret Society-esque. And it's everything that I love. So I've definitely read this twice now, and I want to read it again because this series has become a comfort series as well. And so I'm kind of obsessed with them. And I love Amo Jones with my whole heart. So this one I've read more than once. The next question is, do you have an indie published romance? And yes, I have tons. I'm probably not going to sit here and pull out every single indie published romance because I'm pretty sure for the most part, all of these besides the Bare to You series, Thoughtless, Thoughtful, 50 Shades of Grey, and Follow Me Darkly. Besides those are my only like traditionally published besides this row. But I guess for the sake of this video, I'm going to shout out one of my faves, Ecstasy by K.V. Rose. She is an indie published author, and if you haven't read her, what are you doing? Definitely read this. I did not really like her other series, which is the Unsainted series. Ecstasy, though, is like one of my favorites, and I definitely need to do another reread, but it's so good, and I've talked about so much on my channel, but for the sake of this question, Ecstasy by K.V. Rose is indie published. The next question is, do you have a mass market paperback? And yes, I do. Here, let me just show you. Those two rows right there, indie published. And then I also have A Heart of Blood and Ashes, which I'm currently reading. I'm only on page 1. Amazing things about it, but it is a mass market paperback. I'm really excited to read more because I've heard amazing things about it. So, to answer your question, yes, I do have mass market paperbacks. The next question is, do you have a signed romance? And unfortunately, I do not. I really want to somehow accumulate a collection of signed books. I don't have a single signed book, I'm pretty sure, like, at all. So this one, I unfortunately am failing. This one is, do you have a romance book with a hero from another country? And for this one, I'm going to need to do some thinking because I'm sure I do. I just have to focus. So I actually have 3. I mean, they're all from England. So for one, we have Joanna Lindsay, The Devil Who Tamed Her. This is, I'm pretty sure, he's London. He's from London. He's British. And then for Get a Life, Chloe Brown, we have Redford Morgan, and hello, he's British as well. And then also I have Outlander. Outlander is in my mom's room, and he's obviously from Scotland, Jamie Fraser. And then her original husband, I guess, is from England. So I was trying to find one from somewhere. Oh, and we have Colty. Oh, my note fell out. But we have Colty, and I'm pretty sure he's from... Where is he from? He's not American. I'm sure it says it somewhere. Anyways, maybe Spain? Like, he has, his name is Reiner Colty, and I read this and I loved it. Colty is, like, one of my favorite Mariano Zapatas. I've only read, like, 2, but I love this one, and I know he's from somewhere. He's not American, but I can't remember where. But he's definitely from another country. He's from a different country. And he's from a different country, so yes, I do. The next question is a romance book that sits on your shelf that you have not read, but you refuse to depart with, and I'm sure I have some. I'm sure I have many. Let me focus. I have Love in the Wild. I want to read this, like, this month, hopefully, by Emma Castle. She sent this to me, and I am dying to read it. It's like a Tarzan retelling, which I loved that movie growing up, so I don't know what is taking me so long to read this, but you will not see me getting rid of this anytime soon. Hopefully I'll be reading this soon. And then Love Me Darkly. I've heard multiple things about this book. Some people love it, other people don't. A lot of people say it's like a 50 Shades ripoff. We'll be determining that, but I got this for Christmas and I have not read it, and this is one that I want to read so badly. More Than Words by Mia Sheridan. There is another Mia Sheridan. I think it was Archer's Voice that Bree from In Love and Words loves so much, and I got this book because I recognize the author and I want to read this eventually. I know it's super emotional and she knows how to write really good, like, heartbreaking romances, so I'm refusing to part with this. I've had this since like July and I need to read this. Oh my gosh, a romance book with 7 letters in the title. I Will Be Back. Oh my gosh, there's 2 here, Ecstasy and Vicious, but I already chose them. I don't know what to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I found one. I found one that I have not mentioned. I have The Deal here by Elle Kennedy. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Love this book so much. I haven't read this in a few years. I've read the entire series, fell in love with it. I've read all of the Briar U series besides the last one. I have to get to that, but I love this series with my whole heart and I need to do a reread soon. Okay, the next book is a romance book that you would give anything to live inside of. I don't really know. I mean, obviously I'd love to live in any of these worlds. Alright, so with lots of thinking, I decided, because I'm trying to do ones that I have not mentioned before. Otherwise, I will tell you my first choice is the Silver Swan series. That series is wild, in the Secret Society. Oh my gosh, that would be so fun. But for the sake of this video, I'm choosing the Boston Belle series by L.J. Shen. This is set in Boston, which I love. I spent a summer in Boston and it was like literally the best summer of my life. I had so much fun. But I just love this like tight-knit friend group, and have a love interest in here. Are you kidding me? I'd have like my choice of men just like laid out right in front of me, and it would be the best thing in the world. And so I'm choosing the Boston Belles. I love this series, and I cannot wait for the next 2 to come out. Also, the elephant in the room, 𝓼𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪. Obviously, I've mentioned her a few times now in this video. I personally am choosing to separate her work from 𝓼𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪. I am such a big 𝓼𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪 fan. Maybe it was like 3 summers ago where I was depressed out of my mind. I was getting into trouble with my family, and they took away my phone, my laptop. I had nothing. And then a few weeks into like my punishment or whatever, my mom allowed me to have her computer, and so I downloaded Kindle, and that was the first time I've ever read Vicious, and I just binged like her entire series. What I'm trying to say here is that I have sentimental feelings towards her books. They mean the world to me, and I probably will not stop mentioning her on my channel or reading her books. Just letting you guys know if you are uncomfortable by that, if you're like, why is she recommending 𝓼𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪? Obviously, I don't think bullying or stealing covers is anyway cool, but I do really, really love her books. That's not to say that she does not write some bad books. Hello, The Unlikely Event. Didn't like her, but yeah, I love her books so much, and I will probably still read them, probably still recommend them. I'm choosing to separate the author from her work, just like people do with Harry Potter, and I hope you're okay with that. I don't know, they have sentimental, or at least her Sinners of Saints series and then her All Saints High series, they literally got me through the worst time of my life, and I love her. So, and I love her writing, let me say that. So yeah, I would love to live in this world. It'd be so fun. I love Boston, and yeah. That wraps up this video. This tag was so much fun to film. Definitely check out Mary Grace's original video and her channel. She makes the best content, super creative, like I mentioned earlier. I love her with my whole heart, and definitely check out this tag because I've been wanting to do a book scavenger hunt for the longest time, but I feel like those scavenger hunts, the do I have that book or do I have that book part 2.0, I feel like they're not really meant for romance books and romance readers because you have mostly romance on your shelves. It's going to be a little bit harder to do those questions. So I've been dying for a romance book scavenger hunt, and there's finally one, so I'm super excited for it, and I hope you guys do it. Down below, I'm going to be tagging some people. You guys should definitely do this tag if you would like. I love this tag, and I love the creator, so definitely try it and watch the original. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and a comment and subscribe and tap the bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Also, in the description box down below, I have my Instagram, Goodreads, Twitter, everything, Amazon wishlist if you wish to support me on other platforms. And yeah, for now, that is all. I will see you guys on Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern Standard Time. And I love you guys. Bye.
If I got one thing right, it was you and me.